What's going on, SEO world? I'm glad to be back. It's been about a month since my last video. I apologize for that. Been doing a lot of stuff and trying to build up different things on the side. So I got a little sidetracked there for a while. But I'm back and I'm going to continue with part 3 of my complete SEO guide for 2018, talking about the best SEO tools. And the first two videos were about these two amazing page optimizing tools called Page Optimizer Pro and Quora SEO. So today I'm going to talk about a tool that is also a paid tool. I know I'm going to get to the free tools eventually, but I figure I'll just knock out my top favorite paid tools first because these are the tools I use every single day in here constantly. So I'm very familiar with them and I feel like I can explain them better than the other tools. Today I'm talking about SEMrush. Or SEMrush. I don't know what the proper pronunciation is, but this is one of my favorite tools. I'm sure you've all heard of it. This has been around for quite some time. I actually haven't started using this until this year. Prior to that, I was using SEO Profiler and a couple other lesser known tools, but I switched to SEMrush and I have not looked back. This tool is amazing. It has so many different features. They've really expanded from what I've heard. It used to be fairly limited, and now you can do so much with it. So I'm going to just walk you through this in the next few minutes and kind of explain the highlights of this tool, why I use it, the way I use it, and how you can really get a lot out of it, in my opinion. So here's the interface, and you can see that there's all these options on the left-hand side. Now, the nice thing about SEMrush is you can actually consolidate this into just the interface that you need at the time. So let's say that you're an SEO person, you can go straight into the SEO Toolkit and it's going to load this special interface made up entirely of SEO tools. So you can see, here's your keyword research tools, your keyword overview, keyword difficulty rating tool, your organic traffic insights tool. You have your link building tools down here. You can build competitor lists for outreach. You can look at backlink analytics, all sorts of stuff. Your position tracking, where you can type in your different keywords that you're trying to rank for, the devices you're trying to rank them on, the location, all that good stuff, and then track their rankings. This new tool called the Sensor tool, which I just clicked on, it takes real-time information from Google's algorithm and it determines whether the algorithm is stable or volatile for the given day. So today is June 12th. We can see that it's pretty stable today. It's in a normal range. The nice thing is you can see how it's going across categories. So you can see that for the most part it's stable across all categories, but there's some areas where it's getting a little volatile, like the sports industry is high, the news is very high, and so on and so forth. So this is just a nice thing to kind of see. If you notice a particular dip or even an improvement in your rankings, for one day, you can reference this and see, oh, is it algorithm related? Is there a new update coming out? And determine it from there. And you can look at mobile too. So back to this, over here. Going down the list, you can see there's several on-page tools. There's the site audit tool. The SEMrush site audits are pretty nice. They get into a lot of the technical stuff like page speed, stuff like that. The SEO content template, this is one of my favorite tools in SEMrush. You can type in the keywords you're trying to rank for within a blog post or a given piece of content, and it's going to list all the different factors that go into that keyword ranking for that page. So it'll tell you what sort of word count you should hit, how many variations of the keyword you should use, how many semantic terms you should use, how many synonyms, headlines you should use, all this kind of thing. It's a really great tool. I've been using it for my content. And the on-page checker is similar to this, only it gives you a breakdown of all these sort of on-page factors that could contribute, including backlinks. So this will take a keyword and it will compare it to, you'll type in or no, so sorry, you'll take a keyword. I'm getting it mixed up with, I've been using so many tools. You'll type in a keyword with this tool, and it'll list out all the different things you need to do to optimize your page in order to rank in the top 10 for that keyword. And I think you can also manually enter your competition, so you can see how you fare against them. But SEMrush has really come a long way. These tools alone in this on-page and tech area I use all the time. And of course, here's your projects. You can do, I have the $99 plan, so I'm doing up to 5 projects. I might bump it up soon to the Guru plan at $179 a month. I think it has 10 or 15 projects on that. But for now, I'm doing the 5. The marketing calendar, this is a new thing. I've looked into using this. I'm still using my Google Calendar, but this is kind of fun because you can enter it on a campaign basis. So you add a new campaign, enter the title, have a display color so you can see it kind of colored each day. You can list the tasks out. So if you have, let's say you have multiple users on your SEMrush account, I think this would be a great tool for that, because you can just add a new activity for them, title it, and then assign it out, have someone do it, and then as soon as it's done, they can just list it. They can check the box that it's done, and you can keep track of tasks that way. So it's a nice little kind of CRM in a sense. And then of course the keyword gap tool allows you to find keywords that all of your competitors share and figure out whether you have those keywords in common or whether those are unique to your competitors and not to you. So you need to start optimizing for them. Backlink gap is the same thing. It's another gap tool, finding backlinks that your competitors share and you don't. So SEO dashboard is pretty great. There's also the advertising toolkit, and I don't do a lot of PPC stuff, so I'm not as familiar with this, but I've heard really good things from PPC people about the features here. They have an ad builder, helps you formulate your AdWords ads, and you can also see what your competitors are doing on the ad front. So if you go back into SEMrush, into the main interface, you type in any competitor. Let's do San Diego. I was just looking at this, SanDiegoRoofing.com. I think that's a site. Yes, maybe. SanDiegoRoofing.com. You go down here, and if they're running ads, which I'm sure they are, you can. Oh, I guess they're not. Sorry, we haven't found display advertising data. Okay, well, in any event, you can do some really cool stuff with this and use their ads as inspiration for your own. Anyway, next up, there's a social media toolkit, and this is, I think, just a way to track your social media posts and understand the traction. You can actually, I guess you can schedule and post. I haven't really used this yet either, but this might be useful. Let's see. Schedule and forget about it. Plan your Facebook and Twitter publications for weeks ahead. Leave it to the tool to post them when the time comes. Create a personalized posting schedule, or click on any time slot in the posting calendar to schedule your post. So there you go. So it's sort of like a Buzz Sumo, or one of those tools where you can schedule stuff out and track your social media posts. Content marketing. I've been using this a little bit. You can audit the content on your site. You can do topic research. Topic research is nice because you can type in any sort of keyword or content that you're wanting to find ideas for. So let's say you're doing, let's say you're running an e-commerce store on dog toys. So you type in dog toys and it'll spit out a ton of different ideas. It'll categorize them and it'll show the volume for each one, and then it'll list a bunch of sample questions that you can choose from, and you can use those sample questions for topics for your blog posts or for FAQs on your site, whatever you want. So it's just a nice source of ideas that way. The SEO content template I talked about before, that was included in the SEO toolkit as well. SEO Writing Assistant, this is pretty amazing. So if you're using Google Sheets or sorry, Google Docs to write content on, you can use this as an add-on within Google Docs. And what it's going to do is you're going to go into Google Docs, you're going to hit add-ons on the top bar, go to SEMrush and hit show SEO Writing Assistant. And this little box is going to pop up on the side, and you're going to type in the keywords that you want that content you're writing to rank for. And then you hit create template, and it's going to show you all those specifications I told you about, the word count you need to hit, the semantically related keywords you should include, the readability level compared to your competitors, all the stuff that's going to help you rank that content for your keywords. Now, it's no guarantee that you're going to rank, but it puts you in the right direction, and it helps you. Honestly, it helps you with ideas, because it'll list out all these synonyms and topic clusters in a sense that you should include in that content. And you can literally look at that list and say, oh, here's a good, interesting topic idea. Let me add that as a subheading within my content. So if you're writing about SEO tools and one of the topic ideas is rank tracker, like one of the terms is rank tracker, you could say, oh, let me talk about rank trackers under this section. So it gives you nice content ideas that way. You got to be a little careful with this stuff, because it does count. You get a certain amount of credits each month, and I think it's 500 if you have the $99 plan. 500 sounds like a lot, but if you're doing this stuff every day, it can add up. And I think they use 1 credit for every keyword you type in under the SEO Writing Assistant. So if you type in 10 or 20 keywords that you're trying to rank for within a piece of content, that can add up quickly. So just be mindful of that. There's brand monitoring, which I enjoy as well, because this will show you all the mentions your brand gets, regardless of whether you've gotten a backlink. So this is a way to essentially find brand mentions and then go out and ask them for a proper backlink. So it's a great tool for outreach that way. I found some nice backlinks for a couple clients at my last job using this, and I don't think there really is a feature like this in Ahrefs, I want to say. I mean, you can, if someone knows better. I've used Ahrefs mostly for keyword research and some backlink stuff, but I don't remember there being a brand mentions area of Ahrefs. I could be wrong. Leave a comment if that's incorrect, but I really like this feature in SEMrush. I think it's a nice thing to have when you are looking for backlinks. It makes the process a little more streamlined. Competitive research toolkit. So this is basic stuff, backlink analysis. You can type in the domain, and it gives you the big picture about the competitor's site, and all the information you'll need to try to compete with them. So those are the nuts and bolts of SEMrush. This is really an incredible software. It's not that expensive. People say, oh, $99. Oops, what am I doing? Covering myself. $99 a month. Oh, it's so expensive. It's really not, though. It's really not that expensive when it comes to, enterprise level type SEO tools. For $99, I guess it's not technically enterprise level, but it's still a great tool, a great quality tool. And it also informs you about upcoming webinars, yada, yada, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is a great tool. And honestly, if you're just using it, if you're using it for anything, use it for the keyword research and the rank tracking. If you have 1 or 2 sites that you're working on, that's fine. You can get the $99 plan and just use it for the keyword research. You can type in, roofers in San Diego, and it'll spit out a bunch of keyword ideas based on phrase match or related terms. Usually a lot longer list, but I guess this term isn't that common. But yeah, also the keyword difficulty I've found to be fairly good, a lot better than Ahrefs. In fact, that was one of the complaints I had about Ahrefs. The keyword difficulty over there is weird, because it's supposed to be on a 1 to 100 scale, but a lot of the time it'll just be a 1 or a 2 or a 3, and it's like, well, does that mean it's super easy to rank? I don't get it. And I think it's based on backlinks, but I could never get a clear answer as to why it was so low. A lot of times, like, I don't know. Didn't really get that one, but I still like Ahrefs, but I'm using this for my personal stuff. I just like the variety of features it has. It's just so all encompassing with all these different toolkits. It's really hard to beat at the moment. So that is SEMrush, and this is probably my favorite SEO tool of 2018. If I had to be honest, this is the tool I use the most because it does so many things, and I recommend everyone try it. They have a 7-day free trial offer, and I have a link that you can go to. I'll include that in the description for you. But anyway, give this a shot. You're going to love it. If you do any sort of SEO or PPC, even if you just do PPC, actually, I think you'll get a lot out of it. So hope this helps. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe, like, and I'll see you again really soon. It's not going to be a month this time. I promise you that. I'm going to start posting a lot more regularly, so look out for that. And thanks for watching.